Barcelona is currently linked with a Brazilian defender, Luis Benedetti, who is 19 years old and is a left-footed centre back, and he's said to be available in the market for 10 million. Yes, 10 million. I know that is supposed to be a steal. A little diving into the profile of Luis Benedetti. Now, Luis Benedetti is a player who is standing at say 1.97 meter, and if you look at it very well, that is the catchy thing about him. That is the one thing that has attracted people to him, is height. But then the real question is there more to him? I mean, why exactly would this guy be an interesting signing, especially to a club like Barcelona? For a player that is, say, 2 meters tall, is a natural box dominator and is someone who, say, adds real presence when defending set pieces or, say, aerial situations. Now, as usual, or let me say as always, there is always a but. Yeah, let me say there is always a but. Now, Luis Benedetti is that player whose frame makes him less effective when it comes to acceleration and also a quick change in direction. Now, because of his lack, or let me say his little but of not being so, of his limitations when it comes to accelerations, he has managed to compensate it by being highly aggressive as a defender. He's always eager to, or let me say, he looks to anticipate danger early, and he steps forward into duels where his size and strength gives him the clear advantage rather than being exposed, or rather than for him to be exposed in open space. Now, the major question is he going to fit into the Barcelona style? See, I think Benedetti is actually going to thrive, especially when the opponents when they play long passes, when they play long balls into their strikers' feet. And his size, his strength then makes him a natural and a useful asset for the club. However, when Benedetti is forced to cover larger spaces and also to defend in wider areas, his weaknesses, the limitation in acceleration now tends to be so obvious. His weaknesses tend, or let me say, gets to be exposed and exploited. But then there is something that caught my attention while I was watching compilations. Of course, when a particular player is linked with Barcelona, we get to see so many compilations and everything. Now, one thing caught my attention while I was watching all of this. It is Benedetti's ball distribution. As a left centre back here, he has a way of being able to switch the ball as a left centre back directly to the right flank, to the right wing. And guess what? He does this with absolute precision. He's always so precise in distributing the ball in the right position and to whoever he wants to do that to precisely. He also has the capability of, say, threading medium to long range passes into central pockets of space. And I think this is really a valuable trait for say breaking the lines. Now, one of the qualities that stands out about Benedetti is how focused he is inside the box. Now, while so many defenders when in the box are always distracted and everything, Benedetti is that player that is always focused. Is You see him scouting around, you see him scarring to know where the cross is going to come from, and it just makes it even more beautiful because it means that his height and his strength is not the only threat that he brings, or it's not the only threat that he brings to the team. You catch Benedetti so focused, scanning the surroundings. You position himself very well, and this, always looking, always envisaging crosses from anywhere. Focus, focus. I mean, where other defenders, while in the box, they're always there just watching out for ball and everything. No, Benedetti is that player that is fully concentrated. He just is that player that is always aware, positions himself the right way and tries not to miss out on any crisis whatsoever. And it just shows us, or it just tells us that his strength and his height is not the only thing that he offers to the team. He offers way more than that. And Benedetti, I think he's a very big talent, and he brings some sort of, say, dominant area presence into the team, and all of this. I mean, it does all of this while also offering some surprising quality on the ball. So, if you ask me, I'd say that I'll say I'll say his ceiling is still very high. I mean, don't forget I said this with Brady Bagdaji, and I think his ceiling is still very very high, and he might do well with the team. He might do well with the team. But one thing I'm just not sure of is, or one thing I cannot say I'm confident about, is whether or not he's ready to play with the first team. I mean, of course, we all know that if right now we're making any signing at all, we're making that signing. Excuse me, guys. We're making that signing for the first team, not just say because we want to make any signing. So the question is, if we're signing, will he be able to play with the first team or not? Will he be able to fit in into the first team? And you know, I say this thing a lot. I always tell you guys that at the end of the day, whatever thing I come out here to say is just my own opinion. I am always so eager to know what you think about whatever thing I come out to dish out to you guys. So yeah, I'd really love to know what you make of this situation, this old Luis Benedetti situation. Do you think is actually going to be a good signing, or do you think is that profile that we need at the club currently? Do you think it just fits the profile that we need in a left center back? Let me know this in the comment section. And if you disagree, if you think no, is not that player, please let me know this in the comment section, and let me know what player you'd rather we go for in the comment section. Whatever thing you say, please don't say Bastoni. Do not say anybody but Bastoni. But yeah, while you're saying this, or let me say while you're commenting your thoughts, please be sure to like, share, and also don't forget to subscribe. I mean, of course, that is if you're new to this YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and also turn on your notification so you can get to know whenever I post a video. My name still remains Adejoke Adebisi, and of course, I'll see you guys again very soon, very soon. And as usual, Visca Barça, Visca El Catalunya. I love you guys so much. I mean, I cannot overemphasize this. I say this all the time. So yeah, I love you guys so much. And yes, once again, I'll see you again very soon. Bye.